I recently started animating standing up, and it's been helping my back. So I'm going to show you what I did and how I did it on today's episode of the Expat Animator. Hey, it's Patrick. Welcome to my Expat Animator series, where I try and help beginners, hobbyists, and independent animators create their own 2D animations. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a look at some of these photos I've shot of my setup here. And so you can see it's just a regular standing desk here with the buttons. So this has got the buttons to go, make the desk go up and down. And then what I did is I had this idea of, I put my XP Pen monitor on a stand before because it's got the VESA mount holes built into it. But what I had the idea is to put it on this type of bracket or monitor stand, and I thought, well, if I put it on the back of the table, it's too far to reach, obviously. So I basically just put it on backwards, and so now it's like right in front of my face where I want it. And one of the problems is that there's no room for my keyboard. So what I've kind of done is I have a keyboard off to the side. It's right over here. You can't see it, but I can use that to wake up the computer and type certain things in if I need to. But I'm really only using this for Rough Animator. So I just built in some shortcut keys over here on the side, and I can launch my programs using those buttons. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other angles here. So you can see it's basically right on the edge of the table. Well, let me show you the bracket here. So it just, screws onto the table, and I've kind of got the cables kind of routing underneath it. And what's nice is you can angle this on the back here that's got this pivot, so you can angle and get yourself a little bit of a drawing angle so you're not looking at a straight up and down monitor. So that's kind of important. And you can see here I can adjust this to go up or down in height, and I had to drop it a little bit so that I could get the right angle here. So just if you decide to try and do this, you're just gonna have to mess around with it a little bit. But the height of the monitor works good with this pole. So you can see I've just got my 3 main cables coming out the back and running down the pole here. And so here's a shot of it in the sitting position. And I've got one of these kneeling seats. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're kind of adjustable with this hydraulic press here. And then your feet kind of go on these. There's a couple of things here where you can put your feet on. And I like this for periods of time. I can't sit on this all day long, starts hurting my knees. But for like an hour or two, it helps me keep my back straight while I'm drawing, because you're kind of leaning over a little bit and leaning on your monitor. So I like these chairs more so than just a regular desk chair for periods of time. But this is what's kind of cool about the desk is I can also use it in a sitting position. And then if I just hit a button, it goes up, and now it's basically in the standing position. And then I can just move that chair, slide it underneath, and I'm basically ready to start animating. Here you can see my keyboard here in the shot here. So I'm trying not to keep my keyboard up here because I don't want to rely on the keyboard too much. I just want to be using the pen and drawing on the screen and animating as much as I can. So I'm not really using this setup for checking email or going on the internet. It's basically a dedicated workstation for animation, specifically using Rough Animator lately. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at how this works. I shot a quick little video. So you can see here I'm basically able to sit in a pretty good position with the monitor pretty close to my face. It's a comfortable drawing position here. You can see I'm using some of my shortcut keys to help with the software. And then when I'm ready, I just can push the button on my desk and the desk will rise to the standing position. And you know, maybe after an hour of animating or something like that, you can adjust your desk. Just push the seat out of the way. And then I've got, you can't see it in this shot, but there's a little, one of those little mats that has like a ½ inch or so, helps your feet when you're standing on it for long periods of time. And, you know, so once it gets up to standing height, it's actually a really good height, and I'm really enjoying using it like this. So there's a little bit of wobble in it, so you're going to tighten it down as much as you can. And that's kind of why I'm using my left hand to kind of hold it a little bit steady, but it looks worse than it is when you're actually using it. So basically that's it, and I've been real happy with it. I don't know if anybody else has set up anything similar to this. If you have, I'd like to see how you set yours up. I'm still kind of making little tweaks with it here and there, but it's been a lot of fun. So maybe you can get your own ideas and make your own standing desk for animation. It's really not that complicated. You don't need that many accessories to do this. It's basically, you know, the desk, a chair, a kneel chair if you want one of those, and then the pole for mounting your monitor on it, and you know, that's pretty much all you need. If anybody else made their own standing animation desk, let me know in the comments below. This has been another episode of the Expat Animator. My name's Patrick. Thanks for joining me today, and keep on animating.